It's Mary at the.meri.atelier, and it's time to get up, YouTube. Get up, get up. I filled my cup. I've got my coffee. I'm on my second cup. Get up, YouTube. Get up. Wake up, YouTube. Wake up. This is TheMeriAtelier, and today is Thursday already. Thursday, August the 22nd. Oh my goodness, August is about over with. I'm going to have to start thinking about painting the cover for my September art journal. Let's bring my camera down just a little. Let's see. This way? Yeah. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Nina. Good morning. Good morning, Kendra. Hi, Tina. Welcome, welcome. And Teresa, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Actually, I need to get something. I want to work on my morning page, but I need to get a piece of paper out of here. That is right here. I just want a piece of paper, ruled paper. Yeah. So let's put my coffee over there. I didn't stream yesterday morning. I slept in again. Kind of enjoyed that sleeping in. Enjoy. How's everybody doing this morning? Let's see. Let's get to my stream so I can see y'all. Hi, Ray. Good morning. Hi, Anne. Good morning. Good morning. Teresa's in the house. Nina's here. Kendra's here. Tina is here. Good morning, everybody. Time to get up and do some art, YouTube. I'm going to paint the background blue. These are, I need to turn on my other light here. Hold on a minute. There. These are what it is a little book of morning pages out of the Flow magazine that Annie V sent me. And what you're supposed to do with these is to do a morning brain dump. I don't do morning brain dumps. I do morning art dumps, I guess. Well, let's see. I need a paper towel to wipe my brush off on. I ran some errands yesterday, so I stopped at the thrift store. Let me put this over here. Penelope, you're going to have to move. I'll put you up on there for a minute. I just did a small thrift haul. Not a very large one, but I'll show you what I got. And this craft paint dries really fast, which I'm grateful for. And what I like to do is just I'm calling this my Jumpstart Journal, and I got that from Mitzi. Hi, Santa. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. She called it, I was thinking about what I could name it other than a morning journal, and when I was reading replay, I saw her term Jumpstart Journal. And it's kind of like a jump start into my day here. Just to jumpstart some art. Just get something down on the page that's fun. Well, sort of fun. And it's kind of fun to go back and read them, even from the last few days. Heat gun alert. I did Aunt Beck's borders, page borders last night. I'll show you those. Those were fun to do. And then she went into a project where she did a paper stack journal page, I believe it is. And since I was gone yesterday, I wasn't prepared for that, so I didn't do that part of it. There we go. That's pretty good. Now I want to take this piece of paper here, lined paper, and of course it's all wrinkly from being in my, do I want it this way? I think I'll just tear it here. Doesn't have to be even. There we go. And let's see. What do I have here? Oops, it's blowing away. I still have the fan going. It's still a little warm in here. We had a nice, cool, rainy day yesterday. Let's see. I think I only need this at the top and the bottom. So we enjoyed a nice weather break. I have some errands to run, pay the monthly bills and that sort of thing, pay my phone bill. I didn't get to the library and I didn't get to the post office. I hope to do that today. I have my ATCs all ready to mail. I just need to get them out in the mail. All right. What I did with my big fat marker. I took my board down to get into my closet, so I'm going to use a black marker. My word for today, let's see, today is Thursday, August 22nd. 2019. And I don't have to be concerned about real pretty writing in here. This is an art journal dump. But my word for today is journal. JOURNAL. Hi, Mitzi. Good morning, Mitzi. Teresa's in the house. Santa's here. Hi, Patricia. Good morning, Patricia. Welcome, welcome. Yes, it's finally cool outside. Throw open the window. I did not find my ruler and bone folder because I haven't pulled this card out, but I bought a metal ruler yesterday. I bought one. So I'm sure that they've fallen in the crevice between my cart here and the desk. I just have to pull it out and get them. But I can always use, and I like this ruler because it has a cork backing on it. So I'm sure I'll get a lot of use out of this. The bone folder, I'm still using the edge of my tools, my art tools, but I'm sure it's there. Nice ruler, yeah. Those that got it at Hobby Lobby. I dropped into Hobby Lobby yesterday. I didn't get a whole lot because I really have. You guys did the birthday thing. I have everything I need. There were a few things on clearance. I did get one thing that I was specifically looking for, and I'll show that to you later. Let me go out here to my site here, and I want to Hold it a minute here. I want to get the definition of journal. A daily record of news and events of a personal nature. So that's what I'm going to write here, journal. Journal, Journal. It's a noun. Of course, there's more than one meaning for it. It could be a newspaper or magazine that deals with a particular subject. The part of a shaft or axle that rests on bearings. I didn't know that. For our purposes, it's a daily record of news and events and I'm going to put in parentheses and art and art for our art journals of a personal nature, of a personal nature. A diary. You know, there were a lot of, before we got our internet and our news media and all of that, we have a lot of our history from journals. I'm thinking specifically of the Journal of Lewis and Clark, exploring the Louisiana Purchase. And it's a book now. So, and I think Columbus had a journal. I'm sure Leonardo da Vinci did. So a lot of our history we actually get from journals. So, and that's all I'm going to put there. But I found, as I was walking across the floor this morning, I found this little piece of fabric. Probably came off of one of my scraps of fabric. Looks like it come off of that butterfly fabric. And I found this little girl paper doll that I'm sure fell out of the package. You know what? She doesn't show up very well. So what I'm going to do is take this. I can get a hold of it here. I had thrown it away, but let's take a little scrap of this paper here and put her on the scrap of paper to make her show up better. Just like that. Make a little cluster. And this, oh, this was a quote. Oh, I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure what that was. That was not a quote. That was just a name. So I'm going to put these in here. I should probably glue that fabric down. I don't know if the tape is going to hold it, but we'll see. We will see. And I'm only using it because I picked it up off of the floor. Come on. Yeah, I'm sure my bone folder has fallen down between my desk and my little cart that I have. It's really an old kitchen cart. It has my laptop on it. And I need to pull it out. And I'm sure my ruler is probably keeping it company. My old ruler now. Come on. Now, that is being stubborn. I come at it from the other way. No, no such luck. Peel it off of the paper here. It's really stubborn. There. Wow. That just doesn't want to release. We're going to use it as it is. Let's put it right there. Let's put that paper. Let's put it like that. Let's put it like that to kind of hold that edge down. Put some paper on her. I didn't get that on there very straight. I just kind of want to tack it down there. Let's put it like that. And then I'm going to put, I found these bits and pieces on the floor of my, I'm going to call it my studio this morning. That's all I'm going to say. I just found them, so I put them in the book here. Let's get rid of these. Okay, journal. Journal, journal, journal. A daily record of news and events. So I'm just going to say a good way to remember I'll just say things in your personal life is to write them down in a daily journal. Just a note, a word, or a quick thought. Maybe add a sketch, doodle, or a scrap of paper or fabric. And that's all I'm going to say. Just a little word for the day. Just a little brain dump. There we go. Just a little brain dump to start off my day. Let's see what you guys are saying to me out there. Hold it a minute. I got to get back to you. Come on, you two. I said good morning to Patricia. Hi, Shauna. Good morning and welcome. Shauna White, Want, W-A-N-T, White. Shauna, good morning. Hi, sweetheart. Anne's in the house. Azure's here. Da Vinci was on a whole other level of smart. You mean a whole other level than Mary? Or a whole other level than his contemporaries? He was a whole other level of smart. He was a genius. I think that's what Azure is saying. He was a genius. That YouTube channel, Townsend, uses all kinds of journals to help with his storytelling. They use it for reenactments. People study genealogy, and historians use journals and public records and old newspapers to piece together stories about people in time. Yes. Very good, very interesting statements, Azure. Good morning, Janet. She says, I've seen Darwin's journals at the National History Museum full of plant specimens. Oh, isn't that interesting? I'll bet that was interesting to see. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Anne. Anne says Da Vinci wrote backwards in his journal. I don't know. Why would you want to write backwards? I'd have to interpret it 5 years later. I guess just to fool people, I guess. I figure my writing is scratchy enough it fools people forwards. Oh, good morning, Azure. Mitzi's in the house. Ray is here. Azure's here. Anna's in the house. Patricia's here. Santa's in the house. Teresa's here. Kendra's here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Nina's in the house. Let's see what else you guys are saying to me. Nancy? Artsy Nancy's in the house. Azure says, I think back in Da Vinci's time, they had to write so much in code, so many things to be punished for if taken out of context or misconstrued, like with all the alchemists. Oh, well, that's a good point. That's a good point. Well, there we go. This is my morning page for today. That jumpstarts my day. So what I want to do, let's show the doodles that I did with Aunt Beck last night. Come on, Flip. I did doodles with Aunt Beck last night in here someplace. My art journal. It's getting full. Here they are. Now I should really go in here and outline some of these more. Oops. Well, I got a mark on the fire hydrants need to be outlined a little bit more to be brought out. But I'll do all that later. I'm just doing one or two here. And maybe the apples need to be outlined. I probably need to put another shape in there. My paint cans, I think, were the best one on this page. I think my paint cans won the day here. And then there were fire hydrants, acorns, apples, ABC 1, 2, 3s, paint cans, bubble letters, pencils, and inchworms. My little inchworms. So I wanted to, Mitzi sent me these stamps. And I wanted to just stamp them off, not on this, because I'm going to do the next week of, let's see, let's find a page to stamp off these stamps. This is my beginning of my week 2. I want to work on those. How about here? And I got these. Penelope, I'm going to put you back on your pedestal over here. You're in the way. I got these dye and archive ink pads at the antique store for $2 a piece. I want to see. They're brand new. Nope, you know, I don't know how juicy they are. I don't think they put a date on here. There might be some sort of a date in there. Oh, 2014. So they're 5 years old. These are. It's got a copyright date of 2014. Now, whether the ink pads are 2014, I don't know. That could just be the. Let's see what this says. It's interesting that they put a copyright on this. Not for children under 12. I don't see a date on here. I want to play with Mitzi's circle stamps. Stamp them out for the fun of it. And I also want to see what this ink does. Let's do the archival first. This is hydrangea. And yay. Let's use these first. Bo Bunny. Thank you so much for these, Mitzi. I don't have anything like this. And if I'm going to use I'm not going to use a block. I'm just going to use my fingers here. I should have a block. Oh, dear me, I don't. I have one. I just don't have it with me. Oh, cool, school. I like the color. I can even put ink off of the scrap there. It needs to be on a block. Yeah, my scissors in the way. Oh, you know, I could put it on the lid maybe. And that would give me a nice block. Of course, I'm going to get them all dirty, Mitzi. That's what they're for. Right? Ooh, I like them. Yes, I do. Stamp them off. Got to test them out. Oh, this would be fun to do with a Pick 10, that's for sure. Here, here, here. I like this swirly one here. Yeah. A couple more here. Come on. All righty. That was fun. Now I have to keep those. I got a plastic container from the dollar store. Shallow, well, about 4-inch shallow. Fairly good sized one, not a huge one, that I've been keeping my stamps in. That's where these are going to go. So I'm trying to get organized. They keep these out for the next time we have pick 10s. Yeah. Come on. Cool. Let's do the, and my ink, the hydrangea seems to be inky. So that seems to be working. Let's try this is forget-me-not. Let's do the forget-me-nots. Go Bunny from Mitzi. Ooh, this is a pretty bubbly one. Ooh. And this is a smaller textured one. And this is a small swirl. I think I got them upside down. Do I have enough ink on them? Ooh, pretty. You guys can see? I think you can. Fairly good. Ooh, I like these. I like the others too. Let's see, let's put that one there. This one goes up here. Oops, maybe it's the other way around. This one goes here. That one goes there. This one goes down here. Let's try this one. And this one. Ooh, pretty. Okay. I like how this inks up. Let's try let's try the other colors. Just testing them out, seeing what I have here. So my goal for today is to, I didn't get that one cleaned off very well. Go to the library and go to the post office. Let's try this one. And this one. No, let's do the big swirl. Whee! Ooh, that's a pretty color. this one. And this one. I'm just testing them to see what I have here. Here and do 3 smaller ones here. This one. I think I did that one. Now this is a dye ink pad. This is not. It says that it's permanent waterproof. So that's what it says. All right. Where did this one come from? Someplace in here. I'll put him back in there. So let's take this big one again. And I want to see what this ink is like. This is buttered popcorn. Ooh. Oh, doesn't show up very well. It needs to be on a colored page, I think. Shall I try it on that blue here? I got my journal upside down, which for these doesn't matter. It's not showing up too well. Maybe it needs to. Let's try an all white page. Let's try it right in. I don't want to try it on that. Well, that's better. It's not the stamp, it's the ink. It might show up on a really dark, or it might not. I'm not sure I'm really liking that buttered popcorn. Shows up a little. Alrighty. But the others were worth it. And thank you so much for the stamps, Mitzi. I'll be putting these where I can get a hold of them. See if I can get them in here. Without too much trouble. It's always hard to get them back in here. In the envelope. There we go. Yay! All righty. Let's turn my journal right side up. So what else did I wanted to do? Mitzi also sent me some of these wonderful photographs. I want to draw one of these ladies, but let's check chat. Hi, Deborah Tiedman. I have the same pad. I added glycerin to it, and it made it much brighter. Okay, Deborah, I'll try that. I do have some glycerin across the room. I'll try that another day. Buttered popcorn is nice. Maybe layer it with another layer just off center to make it like a shadow colored glycerin would help too. Okay. All righty. A steal for those ink pads, Azure says. You should go back and get more. 3 inkers would cost a lot more than that. Yeah, the colors, these were the only colors that they had, were the hydrangea, forget-me-not, buttered popcorn, and that raspberry. Oh, I think they had a watering can. I think somebody beat me to all the colors. When I went to pay for them, the guy who checked me out said, "Oh, you found the ink pads." So I think what happens is word gets around that there's something good at that booth, and they get bought before I know about it. You just got those stamps at Tuesday morning? Wow. That's what I miss. I don't have a Tuesday morning. I was going to go to Lincoln this week, but I just decided I got so many things in Happy Mail. I got so much that I really don't need anymore. I don't need anything. You guys have been sending me stuff. So I did go to Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I got a few things. One thing I'm going to show you. And let's see, I picked up some clearance items. Just little clearance stuff, the little embellishments, little decorative embellishments, spare part things, some numbers that were on sale, metal numbers. But I got Tim Holtz thing I'm going to show you. Can you use the, oh yeah, I did, Patricia. You saw me do that. You probably said that before. You need to go buy more of those pads. Love the doodles. Thank you, Ray. Yeah, they're fun to color those. I was having trouble getting my camera set up last night. Becky was almost done with the acorns before I got started on mine. I had to restart my video 3 times. It was blurry. I don't know what was going on with it. It was blurry. Aw, thank you, sweetheart. Good morning, everybody who's come in. Okay, let's go draw one of these ladies. She looks very 1920s. She looks 1920s. Ooh, I like her. Ooh, she looks very 1920s. And I love her. I'm going to make a stamp out of her. But I don't know if I'll get to that this morning. So it's between these two. And I'm leaning toward this one. I like this one, but I'm just not quite in the mood. So let's put these. I have that little flap envelope that I made. Oops. I don't want to put anybody in timeout. Here, let's put these in here. They'll fit. Will they fit? Yeah. Well, they should. Maybe I need to open this up a little bit more. Where's my palette knife? There we go. Just like that. They'll stay in there. So I'm going to draw this lady on here someplace. I suppose back further. I'm getting lots of stuff done in my journal. Should I do her on a watercolor page? And maybe use some of those watercolors that we'll see. That Petal sent me. I put them out to dry here. These. Let's see. Maybe I will. And let's start with my Sharpie pen. And I'm going to do her right here on this. This is a piece of watercolor paper right here. Can you guys see? I can't see from my other. I might need to. What does that do? Oops, wrong way. I always pick the wrong way. There, that's a little better. Okay. And I think I'll use this dollar store pen. This is a Sharpie pen. This one will show up a little better. And it's also water soluble. So I'm going to start up here on her hair and just kind of put her hair in here. And she's got a curl coming down there, but on her forehead, but she's got that band going across her head. Kind of coming down that way. And then her eyes kind of arch out this way. Just got a little bit of a forehead there. Her eyebrows are fairly straight. I know you aren't seeing this picture too well. Should I zoom in one? Would it help if I zoomed in one? That might be a little better. Where I'm going with this. It needs to come over this way a little. There. That's as good as it's going to get here. She's got that curl coming down here. Her head, she's got kind of a square head, a square face. It kind of comes this way, and except for her chin, kind of rounds it out a little bit more, but her face is kind of square. She's got a curl in here. This band kind of comes down that way, and she's got curls in there, and her hair fluffs up this way. Of course, her hand is behind her head there, but I'm not going to put her hand in. And she's got those flirty eyes that are looking up this way. Only Penelope's eyes look kind of this way, but this lady is looking up that way. I call them flirt eyes. And they're fairly large eyes. They're kind of looking up that way. She's got some shadow and a little nose. I'm just going to put a line there for her nose. It's pretty straight eyebrows. Her hair kind of comes that way, and then I'm going to give her a long neck because she's kind of got her neck really kind of comes this way and like that, and like that. Her shoulder kind of is going up because her hand is reaching up behind her head, so her shoulder is She's got this blouse here because she's reaching up, kind of like that. See if I can get her other eye in there. And let's just darken her eyes. And her eyebrow really goes clear across her head here. She's got pretty straight eyebrows. And then her nose. I'm no good at noses. I try. Let's give her lips here. I'm working on the noses. I'm constantly working on the noses. There we go. I kind of like that. And then her neck kind of comes that way. And you know what? I need to show more of her neck area in here. Of her chest area. But except for this is her. It looks like she's holding a scarf. You can kind of see her hand here, and it's kind of holding a scarf coming around this way. Like that. And down like that. And this actually curves like that. And then she's got sort of a bodice underneath. Now let's go up here and play with her hair a little bit more. Give it a little more flirtiness. She's got this curl in the middle of her forehead. I kind of like that. This kind of comes that way, and it meets her neck that way. All right, we're going to leave that. And I've got blacks and teals, and she gave me all the colors that she sent. Let's see. So I'm going to use what I have here, which is kind of a reddish brown, I think, and a black and a blues. Maybe here. I mean, she sent me some others too, but I don't want to get them out right now. I'm just going to use these. So let's see what, and I'm going to use, she sent me this, looks like a pencil case, Explore. I'm going to use the tin here for a palette. And actually, I have some clean water across the room. Hold the phone. I need to vacuum in here. That's for sure. I'm slowly getting it cleaned up. Slowly getting it cleaned up, but it's a slow go. Let's get another paper towel out here. Oops, what did I drop? I dropped something. Oh, I think it was just the... Okay. You can't see, but I am getting out some clean water. I got it in this little lemonade. Country Time lemonade. Now I need a watercolor brush. Let me reach for those. Let's see, what do I want to use? I'll use this one and maybe a smaller one for detailing. And a larger one. I'm going to use those three. They're just round brushes. I call them watercolor brushes because I don't think I've used these for anything but watercolor. And I have a spritzer here. Now I'm just going to spritz in the tin lid just to get my brush wet. I'm not sure I want to spritz in there yet. I haven't swiped these colors. Let's test this color. Let's just test it. That's a pretty red, but I think if I mix it with some black, I'll get a pretty brown. So let's try that. Let's put a little of this reddish color here. Yeah. I'm going to need a lot of it, I think. And let's grab some of this blue or black. It looks like more like a bluish color here. Just some more of that red. I mean, she can be a redhead. I think that's a blue. It looks black, but it's a blue. But if I mix it with that red, well, in this case, it gives me more of a purplish color, but that's what we're going to use because that's what I have. Let's wash that out. Let's grab this teal color and swish it in the background. You can see I'm more of an illustrative. Even when I paint, I'm more illustrative than actual trying to do a watercolor painting per se. Yeah. And in fact, I think what I'll do is kind of block this. That could really be the color of her face. Let's put in some of this color in her face. Just kind of smoosh it in there. Now I've completely lost your picture here. It doesn't look like her at all. At this point, I'm off into my own world, so I'm going to take this picture and put it where it's safe. You can see my watercolor is running in there. And I could actually take this darker blue and make that a band. Running across her head there. I kind of like that. Let's bring this line down this way. Need better color. I don't like that. I don't know if I can lift that. Yeah, I guess I can. With that ink smearing like it does, I have to be kind of careful. Let's see. Move that up like that. Even use the darker reds in there, I think. Her face up in here. Let's go back to this teal. Fun to do. It's fun to do. Did I bump the camera? I'm sorry. I don't like that in there. Let's give it some more reddish color. You see, she's reaching up her hand. That's why her shoulder is so high over here. Now let's just give her some pretty red lips here. I'm taking this darker blue, and instead of mixing it with that darker red, I'm mixing it more with the orange red. As you can see, I'm getting messy with it. And that's giving me that rich brown color. Ooh, that's pretty. I think I'll leave that pretty much like that. That darker blue in there. Don't like this area. I don't like that area at all. I'm just going to kind of bring it down. Maybe add some darker. I think I'm going to call it pretty much. It's so funny to look at it in my laptop because it reverses it, and I can see this area right in here kind of bothers me. Add a little bit of red to that. Some shadow in there. Oops. No, that's not going to fit, I don't think. Let's just bring it like that. I think I'm pretty happy with it. I think I'm pretty happy with it. Add some shadow in there for the creases on her dress. And this is actually more of a reddish pink in here too. Of her. All right, let's dry that off. I think I'm done adding color. I might want to work with the eyes a little bit more with the pen. I'll put these over here where they'll dry without falling. And I'm going to dry it with my heat gun. And then I'll look at chat. Just kind of fun to do a quick sketch. I could work more with her nose, but I don't want to mess it up. Let's dump this water in mine. That's pretty good. I'll take my towel and wipe out this lid the best I can. It's not going to be perfect. I need to go wash it out with soap and water. Okie dokie. And put that down out of my way. Where's my Sharpie pen? Let's work just a little bit with her eyes. Oops. That's not working. I'm going to have to do this, I guess. This is shaded in just a teeny bit. I kind of like that. Let that band go down in there. Maybe just add some accent lines. I think I'm pretty happy with it. I think I'm going to leave it alone. Let's go ahead and sign it. And this is August the 22nd, 2019. There we go. We're just going to leave her like she is. She's kind of a sketchy watercolor. Let's zoom out a little. Oh, my camera's crooked. I'm going to leave it though. All right. So let's look at chat. Oh, I got some happy mail to open too. Let's look at chat. Thank you, Azure. Ray saying good morning to everybody. Hi, Petals. I used your watercolor and Mitzi's picture. Does she look like she belongs in the 1920s? She looks like a debutante to me. She looks like she's saying, I'm going to go to one of those speakeasies tonight, sneak out, have a cigarette and a beer with my buddy. My parents won't know. Shame on her. Shame on her. Or she could just be a sweet little girl saying, I wonder what the next fashion is going to be next year. What am I going to wear? My closet is bare. All I have is a headband. All right. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Patricia and Mitzi. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you. Patricia says, I have glue all over my hand. She's making fabric beads. Ooh, that sounds fun, Patricia. Hi, Roesta. Good morning. Good morning. Roetta? Is it Roetta or Roesta? Roetta? I know I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Marilia? Thank you, Petals. She'll say, I'm sorry, I don't drink. I'll have a cup of coffee instead. Yes, that's exactly what she's saying. Pieces of hard plastic, Patricia's saying. All right. Patricia's making beads. So, yeah, that was fun to do. I want to do those others too. Maybe I just used that most recent watercolor that Petals sent me. Maybe I'll get out the other colors. She sent me some in here that I should squeeze out into those half pans. But it's hard to use them. They're so nice. They're so nice. It's hard to use something when you know that it's really nice like that. Let's get this brush out of that water. I don't like leaving my brushes in the water that are. I don't mind leaving my glue brush in the water. So the other thing I wanted to do today is I watched Rosemary the other night, and of course she inspired me. And I think she made about 5 or 6 of these, and I just happen to have some gifts envelopes that I stamped the other morning for. I've got 6 of these out. And she made a letter bundle, and what she put in it was cardboard. So that's what I'm going to. I happen to have this priority box here. Let's cut it apart. I might have to move my chair here. I did find my cutting board. I couldn't find my cutting board the other morning. I actually got this priority box to send stuff to Azure and Aunt Beck. I'll have to pick up another one. You know, I should probably remove these envelopes from that underneath. Okay. And I know that you should use used ones, that it may not be kosher to use the new ones, but I'm going to. I think I give the post office plenty of money that I'm not going to feel bad about using one of their priority boxes here. Actually, I go to the post office and I'll ask for a different size of box, and the postmaster will go in the back and find me a box. She's so nice. Sometimes these priority boxes aren't. Of course, I can't send it priority. I have to send it. And right now, I'm just cutting off the flaps just to get it sized down so that I can handle them. This looks like one that was around the holidays. So after, I don't have a link to Rosemary's channel in my description box. I'll put it in after the stream, where she starts making these, I'm calling them letter bundle journals. I'm not sure she's picked an official name for it yet. Yeah. But it was such a cool project, and it won't take long to do this. Now, I can size them down to fit the envelopes. And I'm going to do 6 of them initially. This is where I want to get out my cutting board. We won't tell on you, Mary. Thank you. I saw you in there, Anne. Are you posting your artwork anyplace, Anne? Are you posting on Instagram or anyplace? I would love to see what you do. Yes, Rosemary is really inspiring. You're working on the envelopes? Are you working on the envelopes, or are you working on ATCs? Are you talking to Kimberly or me? You said Mary, but on Instagram? Oh, you're working on Rosemary's MVs? Oh, cool, Mitzi. I can't wait to see what you do. And what are you under Ann Lar on Instagram? Can you give us our also W? Can you give us your Instagram? I don't think I'm following you on Instagram. Are you just under Ann Lar? I'd love to see what you do. I'll bet you do some nice art. I'll just bet you do some nice art. I just have a feeling. Let's see. These envelopes are well, I'm going to call my piece. This is really like 5 3/4, but I'm going to make it. If I make it 5 3/8, that'll fit in there nice. Rosemary Morris. Let me go out there and drop a link to her channel. Hold on a minute. Let's go get her link. Rosemary Morris does wonderful art journals and echo dyes and all sorts of really interesting. I started with Rosemary Morris at Crazy Island Family when that's when I first met her, I think. Let's type it in here. Rosemary Morris. There's a link to her channel. Go check out her videos. She also has an Etsy shop. I am taking her, and I got to get busy on it, her encaustic class. Let's see. I think I'll make it 8 3/8 by 5 3/8. We'll see how that fits. Will this be 5 3/8 though? Let's use the straight side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wow, just fits. Maybe I'll draw this out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3/8 would come right about. Well, there's a 4th. So right about to there. Right about to there. Let's see if that makes sense here. Yeah. Yeah, it does. 5 and 2/8, 3/8, right about to there. So we'll do it down here. 5 and 3/8. I'll try this one first and then see if it'll fit. And that's gotta, so let's go down an inch, a 1/2 inch. So down a 1/2 inch here. A 1/2 inch. And what did I say? 8 and 3/8. 8 and 3/8 would be right about in here. I might have to trim this up a little. Down in there. So now I just want to cut this. I'm going to cut it with my utility knife. And hopefully I can get a decent cut. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is just going to be filler inside of the envelope. We were laughing. I was saying 100 years from now, somebody's going to open those envelopes to see what's inside. They're going to be awful disappointed when they find out it's just cardboard. Now, I should use this ruler to keep it clean, and when I dig out my other ruler, I'll use it for painty stuff. Of course, I've already used my black pen with this, and that black ink will get off on the edges. All right, let's see how that fits inside of my envelope. There's a nice little scraper piece or something. Let's keep that out. Probably have that all along the way. These are greeting card envelopes that I got at Walmart. Pen Plus Gear greeting card A9, 5.75 by 8.75. But I'm leaving some room in mine for these to fit in here. And I think I'll face these envelopes. Well, I don't think it's going to matter. These to fit in here. And I think I'll face these envelopes. Well, I don't think it's going to matter. These fit perfectly. Let's see how many of these. I think she did about 6 of them. So let me go ahead and mark these. This is the boring part of the project. I might do, I think I have 8 or 9 of these. I might do all of them. Try to keep this straight. So this is the boring part of the project. Let's go a 1/2 inch down. Oops, got to open my pen. I'm buffering. Is anybody else buffering out there? My phone is buffering. Flip. 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 Anlar 5879. Let me write that down, Ann, because I want to keep track of you. Let me write it down. Of course, I have scrap paper when I need it. I'll dig out a piece of this note paper. And not buffering, is it just me? LAHR 5879. Okay, cool. I'll put this here so I won't throw it away. Let me go fix my buffer here. I usually buffer when I get notifications. And let's see, I don't want to get rid of that. That's my stream. Is that all I got out there? Where's my YouTube? Let's close this. Close that. Come back here and open YouTube. YouTube. My channel. My live stream. There we are. What did Kimmy do? Off to the dentist. Oh, Painty Girl. Bye. I miss saying hello and goodbye to you. Nobody was buffering but me. Got a chainsaw, Mitzi? Don't wring my neck on the tape. Okay. All my envelopes are done. Her envelopes are all done. Wow, Anne. Well, I didn't do much art yesterday. Just Becky's art. I had a day out yesterday. It takes almost, by the time I get up there to run my errands, by the time I get up there and do all my running around, and get back, I'm tired. I don't have much energy left to do art by the time I get home. 8 3/8. But that was really a cool project that Rosemary was working on. I'm really excited to, and it's nothing that's going to be, time consuming as far as that goes. And it'll fit in with all these other journals that we've been making with Lisa and Tanya, which I need to work on my triangle journal too. I think I need to go in 5 3/8 here. And her video is one of the more recent ones. I don't think that she has it. It's just one of her chat videos where she started this project. She might later do a separate video for the journal. It was last Saturday night. Come on. Why aren't you cutting? You're being stubborn, aren't you? There you go. And this doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to fit inside of the envelope. It just has to fit inside the envelope. It's just filler. Like I said, 100 years from now, if these survive, somebody will open it up and say, "What's in here?" I got Happy Mail and a small thrift haul to share today, too. So it's almost 7 o'clock. What time is it? No, it's almost 6 o'clock Central. So I got about an hour to work on this. It shouldn't take that long to do these. I can't save all these. I've got to throw a couple of them away. Doesn't look straight to me. Nothing looks straight to me. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. It just has to fit. And it just does. So there's 2. I might need 8 of them. Now this one I won't have to even off. Yay. I'll just have to measure out. I did with my pen. Hi, Meta. Meta Mandela, you told me your name. And I forgot it. Because I was going to call you Meta. What's your name? Anne said she used pictures of stamps from a stamp catalog for the 10 stamps. Oh, that's cool. I have some stamps around here. I'm going to see if I can find them. If I can't find them, 5 3/8 is here. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome, Rhonda. Glad to have you join us. You lurk? Well, thanks for peeking in and saying hello. It's okay to lurk. It's okay to lurk too, but we like it when you come in and say hi. 5 3/8. Christy, yes. Hi, Christy. Keep reminding me because we got a Christy W and a Christy M. That's right. You're Christy M and Christy W is Christy Wainscott. I haven't seen her come in this morning. All right, now I need to go down 8 3/8. This is the boring part of the morning. Sorry about that, but I do get a lot of art done in the morning. And I was going to give away one of my pocket letters today, but I'm going to hold that until I actually get them sent out in the mail. I don't have them sent out yet. I hope to get that done today. So once I get them addressed, that's all I have to do is address them and put them in the mail. They're all done. That I had a busy day yesterday. I didn't get it done. Oops, that one went off the track. Oops, it wants to go off the track. There's 3. I like these that I don't have to clean up. Five and 3/8 is about to there. About to there. And 8 3/8. I might have to use a few more because what I'm going to do is put a 10. When I cut my niche, I'm going to put a 10 in there, and it's kind of thick, so I might have to put a few more in here. I'm going to have to cut this just a bit more here. Did I get all of it? Oops. And that's what I was going to show you, that I got at Tim Holtz. I got one of those Tim Holtz tins. Let's get that out. I saved it out. What did I do with it? Come on, Mary. What did you do with it? Oh. Forget getting ready for these streams. I get stuff out and then I can't find what I did out. It's my watercolor. Thought I had that 10 out and ready to show you. I must have been my imagination. Here it is. But I'll have to decorate my envelopes first. These are pretty thick. So I've got 4. I might have to have, how many do I have here? Let's stack these up. Ouch. I think I'll have enough just out of this box to do it. I think I will. I have to get out the 10. Let's pull the drawing ones out. Yeah, I'll have enough. So, but that means I've got to do all of these, which is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I almost have to do twice the amount that I was planning on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. So I'm not going to do the rest of these here. I'm going to go ahead, cut them. I'm going to go ahead and decorate these, and I'll cut the rest offline so it won't bore you too much. I don't want to bore you too much. Let's decorate these. So I was going to decorate them with, I'll show you here in a minute. Anyone feel like they are shouting at Meri when you type in all caps? I totally understand the concept. I had to laugh, Rhonda, at when I was watching Tanya and Lisa do their journal the other day. Lisa's daughter actually designed the triangle journal that they're creating, and I was chattering away in chat and talking to them in all caps. And Hannah asked her mother, she said, I got a question. And, Lisa, because what is it? She says, when you talking something about talking, is she shouting at you? And they had to explain to her that when we type in all caps, that they do that to get your attention. Poor Hannah thought I was really cussing out Lisa and Tanya the other day. Hi, Suzanne. Welcome, welcome. Nope, it doesn't bother me to see it in all caps. You don't want to pester me. You missed my first comment, and I just want to help you use your first cardboard as a template. Oh, that's a good idea, Rhonda. You're not pestering me. I like that idea. That's a great idea. Thank you. See, all I have to do is listen to you guys. Just have to listen to you. I sit here and I'm measuring everything out. Do it the simple way, Meri. Use the one as a template. You're not pestering me at all. What a great idea. Thank you. Hannah is really talented. She did a really good job on those. Now that you've pointed that out, I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of these. Yeah, Meri, just use it as a template. And this is probably the one I cut crooked. What a great idea. This has got a, so I'm going to have to cut it down more here, I think. Thank you, Rhonda. You can shout at me anytime you want. Usually I don't hear till after I read the replays. Oh, I try to catch things in chat. I really do try, but I miss so much. I feel so bad. Like people will come in and say hello to me, and it'll fly right by me. I won't even notice it. I feel so bad. Look at this, going so fast. What a great idea. Because, well, these are all going inside of the envelopes anyway. So I'll just go ahead and bore you for the rest of the morning. No, Rhonda, if you ever have a suggestion like that, especially on my channel, feel free. Feel free to because everybody else does. I pick up a lot of really interesting things from you guys. See, Christy says, Rhonda, I'm going to use that idea too. Can save the template to do the project again later. See? This makes it go so much faster. So I'll just go ahead and cut these up this morning. Rhonda's saying I should have kept my big mouth shut. On some of these, I could go up to the top because they're even up at the top. No. At least the last one I did. Let's go ahead and cut these out. And then I'll have them. Did I say good morning to you, Suzanne? Good morning, good morning. I should probably go down to the next blade on this knife, but not gonna happen. How cool is this? It's going quick as a wink here. A blink and a wink. I got to throw out my trash this morning. You know what? This is not cut straight here. I'm going to even it up a little, if I can. A little better. And then all I have to do is did I measure? Is that right? I think this is right. Yeah, I cut that, I think. No, I don't think I needed to. I think this was just the right size. I'll measure that again. That's good. That got me going. That speeds up the project so much faster. Thank you. Sometimes I think we get so close to what we're doing that we just do stuff, you know, and we forget that there are easier steps to take. And, you know, just like I got into measuring, I had to measure each and every one of them. And it takes somebody watching you to say, and I was yelling at Lisa the other day. She was using her real long thread in that needle, and she had a ruler out on her desk. And I'm going, move those rulers, clear off your desk. That thread will just catch on everything. Well, she didn't seem to have too much of it. I noticed a couple times it caught for her, but she didn't hear me, so I shut up. But I've learned that if you're binding a journal and using really long, well, probably even shorter thread, any thread that you're using, clear your space up so that thread doesn't catch on. I'll have thread catching on little nicks in my paper. I'll have, you know, it just irritates me to no end. I shouted at her. She didn't hear it. She didn't see my comment. Or if she did, she ignored me. Yeah, I find that if I'm binding with a really long thread, I move everything off my desk. Everything except for what I need, because that thread will tangle. It will catch and tangle on anything. Corners of your tools, any rulers or anything like that that's on your desk. Papers, it'll catch on papers. And it's just, it's one more thing that you have to do to get it loose to make it go through what you're binding. This has been a year of making journals for me, because I make a journal every month for my art journaling. And then I've been doing all those journals with Tanya and Lisa. And I did a couple of my own. I did my front porch journal, which was JV5s, which I better do some more front porch setting out there. I won't get it filled up this summer. I didn't think I was going to have enough pages, but it got pretty hot. And I didn't sit out on the front porch in the hot weather. And if it wasn't hot, it was raining. Like today, it's raining. Or yesterday was raining. I don't know what today is going to be. Ooh. Better be careful, Mary. I'm just about done cutting these now. Woohoo! That sure sped up the project. Two more left, I think, here. One more after this one. Last one. That went fast. The wastebasket's full. Gonna have to take out the trash today. Okay. That went fast. Woohoo. Now, let's go ahead and stuff all of these. I think I pulled one out for the template. 1, 2, I had 4 of them done. Let's pull out some more envelopes. Put it this way. All right. So how many more do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I need 6 more envelopes. Boy, that one just fit. And it's in there. How many of you had jobs stuffing envelopes? I never really stuffed, but I did the automated letters, and then I stuffed. It was a temporary job, summer job for a hunting and fishing company. They sold hunting and fishing trips. And they had all these sales letters that I ran an old paper type machine, paper tape machine. One of those little noisy machines that you typed up the letter and it punched it out on paper tape. Big old reel of paper tape, and it'd go round and around and around the sales letters. I guess it must have made them money because they sold the hunting and fishing trips. They owned all sorts of land. And they did I don't know too much about it other than the letters that I printed out and, let's put it this way, stuffed. It was just a temporary job, though. Temporary. That one's going to have to be trimmed a little. What did I do with my ruler? Here it is. What did you do with your ruler? I got to get it. I have a place for it. Is this while I'm working on a project? I don't always get it there mid-project. Of course, I didn't decorate those envelopes then. They probably would have fired me if I would have put fish on all the envelopes. I don't know if I would have painted a little mountain scene. Might have been a selling point. Oh, look. What they sent us. Last one. There we go. All righty. So here's my stack of envelopes. Let's put them all the flaps the same way. Of course, sealing's sake. I'll probably want to reverse them, alternate them in the end after I get them all sealed. I think they're thicker on the flap side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do it that way. And then, oh yeah, I probably don't need six of them, but I'm going to make it that thick. See it depends on how tight I glue these down. If I glue them down tight, if they get glued down. They're going to be at different angles, but I'm doing this so that you can see. The width. So the next step is to seal these up and decorate them. And I think you only have to decorate the front. You might want to decorate the back on the, but they'll go at angles like it's a stack of letters. Something like so. And then you'll cut out the, let's go ahead and I'll show you what how I'm gonna decorate them. That's gonna be the tin. I like putting the drawing pins in there. I might find some, maybe take a couple of those flowers that were sent to me in those decorated paper clips and put in there. But what I'm going to use to decorate are, let me get them. I got this at Hobby Lobby yesterday. And it is, I got that, and then I've had this, was on sale at clearance at Joann's. That's old script, and this was on clearance at Joann's. And this is, it's project paper. This is postcard. So I've got several things that resemble letters. I think the postcard here, I think I'll put the old script on and then maybe take some of the symbols. I don't know if there are postmarks on this or not. I think some of that other tissue paper that Tim Holtz has postmarks on it. How many yards is in this? Doesn't say. 6 yards. 6 yards is quite a bit. So let's break out the, let's break this out. See, when I bought this, I had no idea what I was going to use it for. I just said, it's on clearance. It looks like something that I would use. I'll buy it. Clearance, gotta, when you see these things on clearance, if you can, grab it because it'll come in handy down the line. And I gotta get it open here. See if I can just pull this way on it. Probably should try to cut it. My room is a mess. And then this has postmarks that I think I can use. And then I do think I have some stamps someplace. I'll have to hunt them out. Postage stamps that I can just put a postage stamp on there. Or I think Anne said that she used stamps out of a catalog. I might have one of those. Post office was printing those catalogs and you could order them. But I ordered and I got one and I never got any more. So I don't know if you have to order every time. And they quit putting them out on the shelf at my post office. I don't know if they just don't print them anymore because of the cost or what. What a mess. All right, so I have to figure out what I want to put. Got a tape here. Don't cut yourself, Mary. Cut the paper, not you. So I could almost get, let's get the envelopes out of the way, get this out of the way. I could almost draw some templates here. Now I don't need, because these are going to be stacked up, so I don't need a whole sheet on here unless I wanted to. I only need it on the edges. So I could do strips if I wanted. Or I could just go ahead and do full sheets. That seems like a waste. If I did strips, I'd have to do it here too. That's what you guys are saying to me. Wait a minute, who's on TV? Aaron Rodgers arriving in Canada for tonight's game. You stuffed envelopes, Suzanne? Is Mindy still here? She's filling her envelopes now. Aaron Rodgers, oh my goodness, you ladies. Petals went to make coffee and breakfast for her husband. Hi, Ruth. Good morning, Ruth. If you're still here, hello. Okay, Rhonda, are you here? I want your advice. What would you do? I want this to look like an envelope, or look like, I want this decorative paper on the envelope. But because I'm stacking them up, I really don't need the whole envelope covered. I just need the edges covered. So if I do strips, you know, I would probably need about 2 inches on each side. And then I would need 2 inches here. So I'm really going to only save that little part in there. And I'm thinking it's just less work to go ahead and cut. I think I answered my own question. Even though it uses more paper, it's less work just to cover the whole thing. Otherwise, I would be piecing everything together. And then I'm going to come in with a postage stamp. And now, this is the script. Let's look at the other paper. I got this paper on clearance. I wasn't sure what I was going to use it for. Now I know. I might use this instead. Let's get the tape off of it. I hate this tape. Where is it? Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like this better, I think. I like this better. It looks more like an envelope. And I think I'll just use the whole piece. And I think I'll use this because this is project paper. This was on clearance. You cut it at Joann's on clearance. Hi, Pamela. Welcome to everybody who's come in. Hello, hello. I'm having fun. I'm doing Rosemary Morris's envelope journal. If you go to her channel, I put a link in there. Let's see. Let's put it back in again. Here's Rosemary's. There's Rosemary's channel there. Yeah, I'm not wasting that much, Rhonda. I think that I'm just it'll be quicker, I think, just to do the front surface. I think I agree with you. Then you won't have worries about how to stack each one up and how it's showing. Yeah, Ruth, that's a good point. Mary, have you figured out how to cut the centers out and have them lined up? Yeah. What I'm going to do is cut out a center, and I'll probably cut the first one straight in the center, or figure out how. It'll probably be in the center of my envelope. Then I'm going to use that hollow to do the second one. And this will already be cut out, so I'll just trace through that hollow, that groove, you know, and then where I trace through, however I put it, like that, then before I glue it, I'll just go and cut the second one. And so I'll have it stacked like this. I'll have first one, and I might turn my first one like that for the second one. So let's see, will that work? I'll have to turn the page to fit. So I might, if I cut my second one and turn it, then I'll have to turn the page to, well, will that work? I think so, right? If I have this one cut like this, oh, then I'll turn the page, and that isn't going to work because it'll still be the same. Yeah, it will work. I'm going to do it on paper. Let's do that on paper right now because I got to work this out. Let's get some of this blue paper that I've been using for. Let's do a couple sheets here. All right, this is my envelope. Let's fold it in half and tear it in half and save paper. Let's save paper. I'm doing it in my head, but when I put it on the deal, I don't see it the same way. All right, so I'm going to cut out my package like this. And I'll probably have to make it a little bit wider. Well, better put the lid side down. I'll probably have to make it a little bit wider when I cut it out, or the niche won't fit down in there. So I'll probably cut, just a little bit wider, my niche. And I'm just going to kind of sloppy cut this out. So here's the first envelope. And this is cut sloppy. I mean, I'm not even measuring or anything. I'm just kind of, like I said, sloppy cut. I'll be more careful when I cut my envelopes. All right. So here's my first one, and my tin fits this way. Okay, so I'm getting ready to do the second one. So I want this slanted just a little. See that? I don't know. I was thinking I'm going to have to turn this paper rather than turn the tin. I have to turn the paper, keep this straight, and turn the paper. Let's take my paper. Let's hold the phone here. Mary knows what she's doing, doesn't she? I don't have any tape. I took my other thing off. I don't want to use this, but I'm going to just use a little. a little flap of it here. It'll come up. This may not work. I'm not sure taping it down is the right thing to do, but we're going to try it. I want this to be straight all the time. So my next one, if I want it slanted, see, that's not going to work because I've got to move the paper here. I've got to figure this out. The next one I want slanted. This one I want straight. The next one I want slanted. Yeah, that's right. So the next one I'll cut like this. And I'm keeping this one straight all the time. But my next one here isn't straight because I slanted my paper. I need to tape it up there. I don't know what I did with my masking tape. I put it across the room. So the next one I'm going to cut, and let's do a sloppy cut here again. And if I were doing this as a, I'll probably use my first one as a template, learning from Rhonda. Once I get my first my first envelope cut. And you could probably stack these up as you go, just to make sure that all your envelopes are going to be straight. So this one is straight. This one is going to be slanty to fit the straight, like that. See, my next envelope is crooked. It has marks out here. And there, and there. So now I'm going to go to the third one. I'll only do 4 of them because I think you get what I'm doing. But if I glued these down, if say these were my finished envelopes, and if I glued them together, then I could just stack them on the next one and glue them as I work down. I wouldn't glue them all and then cut. That would be disastrous. Okay, my next one, just say these 2 are glued together, and I want my next one maybe slanted this way a little. And let's keep this one, keeping my top one straight, just for my own reference. We're going to slant the third one a little bit more, just for slanty purposes, and then trace it again. And you have to be more careful. I'm just doing this on the fly here, and then cut out. See how that's way off? But let's go ahead and cut it out. You'll have to be more careful than I am when you place these. I'm just doing this as a demo. How I think I should do it. I don't know. You might have a better way. And now I've got these 2 glued together. Now I want to put this one. I say I'm going to glue this one together on it. So I'm going to match it up. I'm going to match it up with these. And that should, if I have this one straight, that should be slanty again. I'd have to work with it to make sure that it's where I want it. But here's my, well, I got it upside down. There it goes like this. This is straight, so this goes in like this. That's how come it didn't look right to me. This is the front. And I would know which was the front because I'm decorating the front. I'm not decorating the back. I could decorate the back, but probably maybe do a line, you know, a line like that, an envelope line. Or I think the envelopes themselves have straight lines like that on the envelopes that I'm using. I could do something with that. But anyway, so this one, if I keep this one straight and this one slanted, then it'll look something like that. So that's how I intend to do it. Does that make sense? Mary, if you need my help cutting the center, let me know. I think I have an idea to help. What's your idea, Rhonda? Shoot it out. We want to hear it. Mitzi says, I might keep some charms or small embellishments in it. Oh, that's a good idea. You could actually paint those inserts and put a fussy cut image on it or something, you know, and use it as a decorative insert. Ruth said it's a head scratcher. It is. I think that's how I'm going to approach it. But let's see what Rhonda says for cutting the centers. Hi, Lynn. Lynn's making her way to work. Lynn always peeks in on her way to work. Drive careful, Lynn, or ride careful. Have a great day at work. Okay, she's going to type it out. We'll give you a minute. We'll give you 1 minute. No, we'll give you as much time as you need to type it out. She's going to type it out for us. That's a good idea, Mitzi, to add some charms or small embellishments in it. Well, oh, you're talking about inside here. Not inside of the envelope themselves. Yeah. In here, I'm thinking about maybe using, I got some flowers that I don't know if they'll fit, that Lucia sent me last year. I don't know if they'll fit in here, but maybe like some butterflies, or this is drawing pins. I want all my nibs. What is the other one? What did I do with it? What is the other tin? I don't know where I put it here. I might just sharpen some pencils, some number 2 pencils, you know, just sharpen them down and put number 2 pencils in there. I don't know if I have any ink pens that small. This is paper fasteners. That would be like paper clips. 60 per box. Could put paper clips with the flags on them. But I kind of like the idea, well, you could mix. I kind of like the idea of putting pencils, you know, maybe cut the pencil in half, you know, and then sharpen it. Maybe get some cheap dollar store colored pencils and put in there. I don't think you could get ink pens that small as a general rule. And I could see paper clips with the flags on them. You know, they tie the decorative paper clips on there. So I think I'm going to stick to this one. I like that one. It'd be fun to make one of these to send a happy mail to somebody. Maybe make one. I'm going to make one first. They're not hard to make once you get it figured out. Have a giveaway. But we'll see. I'll give away my others first. Let's get this one made, Mary. I get too enthused about things. Let's see.
Those short pencils could be used for bowling or golf. Maybe that could be a theme.
Yeah. You know, and when I buy my charms, my little dime charms, we got a little quilt shop that has the beads and, well, it's mostly beads and quilting now, but they used to have scrapbooking and needlework in there. They got another thing in there. I don't know what. I can't remember. But anyway, when I go to buy my charms, you walk in the door and they have a little stand with little clipboards, and you get one of those little Ziploc bags, one of those little that we use to hold our ATCs, and you have the clipboard, and then you have a little pencil that's attached to the clipboard, and then you write down how many beads or charms you get and how much it was. And then when you go up to cash register to pay for it, she checks everything out. Yeah, Pamela, the envelopes are for decoration, for the finished journal. It's really like a letter stack. And I haven't seen Rosemary's finished piece, but I have an idea. See, you attach all these together. So it's a journal. It's really a journal with a niche in it is what it is. Instead of a book, it's the envelopes. But I think, like you could tie I think Rosemary said you could tie like a ribbon around it. And I think she has a real letter, an old vintage letter that she's going to put on the front. I don't have that. I don't think. I'd have to look. I might have something that looks like that. But it's more of a journal type thing with a book, like an altered book that you glue all the pages together and then cut a niche out of. Only instead of the altered book, it's going to be a stack of letters. And then you decorate the envelopes to look like letters that you received in the mail. You could, it would not do much good to decorate up the inside because they're going to be glued to each other. So I would nix that idea just running through my head. I guess you don't have to glue them together, but I'm going to glue mine together. It'd be kind of hard to put it all back together again once you took it apart. Rosemary, the troublemaker. I mean, the forward thinker. Rosemary is so talented. And, this is really not a hard project. Look, I started on this, an hour ago? And, yeah, I already figured out how I'm going to do my pages and everything. Let me see what Pamela says for an easy way to cut these. So I have a Happy Mail that I want to show everybody, and I want to show you my thrift haul before the morning's over. So I'm going to wait for Pamela's Rhonda's suggestion, and then I'm going to do the Happy Mail thing. Well, I'll do the Happy Mail while we're waiting for her. Let's do that, because that's just one. It's just one. And here it is. It's from Amazon. My brother gets his medicine from the VA, and he gets them in these white Tyvek envelopes. And I thought this was medicine for my brother. And I got to looking at it, and I was, I'm going, well, that doesn't feel like any medicine to me. And so I looked at it and go, oh, it's for me. So let's open this up and find out who sent this and what it is. Oh, crayons would be cool. I like the idea of doing crayons. I might throw a couple crayons in with my pencils. That's a great idea, Anne. All right, well, let's see what this is and who sent it. It's tape. Oh, this isn't score tape, is it? This is, okay, it's not score tape, but it's double-sided tape. Bless their heart, who sent this? There's nothing in this bag to tell me who sent this. This bag is a silver bag. There's nothing inside. I don't know who sent this. I want to say Aunt Beck is the one who's been doing all the Amazon stuff, but this may not be Aunt Beck. All right, fess up, crafty angel. Who sent me this wonderful double-sided tape that'll keep me happy for the next several months? Your med from the VA come in those plastic bags. Yeah, my brother's does too. And that's what I thought it was. And I'm going, well, that's really an odd shape for his medicine. So thank you, crafty angel, anonymous person. They didn't tell me who it was. Let's see. I don't think it's on the label either. It just says Amazon Fulfillment. Amazon Fulfillment Services in Lexington. Carrier, leaveth no response. It doesn't say who sent it at all. It's got my address on it, but I'm not going to show you. So Aunt Beck is fess up if this was you. Suzanne? Oh, Suzanne sent it. Thank you, Suzanne. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This was a perfect, just perfect. Because look, this is what I have left of my smaller tapes. And this is the right size. This is a perfect size. And I've been tearing, I've got some 1-inch left. And I've been tearing my 1-inch into strips so that, you know, so that I can make it go long, last longer. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Aw, thank you. Thank you so very much. You have to break it in steps. Oh, dear. While you're doing that, Rhonda, I'm going to go ahead and thank Suzanne again. Perfect gift. Perfect gift, Suzanne. Thank you for the happy mail. You guys, you do my heart good. I don't deserve you. I do not deserve you, but thank you. I'll show you what I got at the thrift store yesterday. I'll do my thrift haul. I didn't get much. I did not get much. I found these French curves for 99 cents. And they're artist loft. They're artist loft. Somebody went to Michael's, I think. They're called a French curve set. And of course, I might as well just cut this open because I'm never going to get that tape off. I don't think. Without cutting it. And I won't keep it in these bags anyway. I'm just going to cut it. Hi, Linda. Look at these French curves. I thought there was only 2 of them. There's 3 of them. This is from Goodwill. Uh-oh, this one's not coming out. Come on. This one's stuck. Let's get my journal out here. Let's play with my French curves real fast. Just because I want to do some French curving. Did you see the lady I painted? Some of you who came in late didn't see the lady I did today. Where did I do her? Did her off of one of those photographs that Mitzi sent me. Where is she? Where's she hiding? Is she up front? This is how I find things in my journal. I don't even know what page I did her on. Here she is. She was a watercolor page. I did her today off of Where's the picture, the photograph? Did I put it over here? No, I can't find that either. Anyway, this is the one I did this morning. If you want to see the photograph, you have to go back and look at the replay. So let's play with the French curve on here. Let's get this out here. What did I do with the French curves? Honestly, Mary, let me move these envelopes. They're going to get knocked off if I don't. Did I fold these up in my journal? Yes, I did. Let's just do a couple of French curves on here. Look, I got this green out. I didn't get all my markers put away from last night. Oops. Oh, that's fine. Let's put this one this way. This is pretty sturdy plastic too. I almost could see using these on a jelly plate. If you didn't mind getting them messy. They would probably wash up pretty good. They're pretty strong plastic. I would use them on a jelly plate. Oops, that one doesn't have anything in the center. Let's give it a weird center here. No, let's not. Yes, let's do. Like this, maybe. Like that. Cool. And you could do it in different colors. And it's got a lighter green. I don't know if it's going to show up much different. It's a lighter green. These are dollar store markers. I think I got these at the Dollar Tree. I did not go to the Dollar Tree yesterday. I said, no more, Mary. I did a little Hobby Lobby haul. I got those Tim Holtz tins. I got some items that were on clearance. Not too much. I didn't spend a lot of money yesterday. You know what? Hobby Lobby, my Hobby Lobby, they used to, meaning since the last time I went, oh, it's been a couple weeks. It's been about 3 weeks since I've been there. But they've gotten, the only journal papers that they're having out now are Master's Touch. A lot of Master's Touch drawing pads. There's some mixed media Master's Touch, and there's a few Strathmore. But they used to have a nice little shelf of journals. They're not there anymore. And they took the screen printing and put it over in the aisle with the watercolor. And I didn't see, I'm going, quit. I'm going, quit messing us up. I always walk down that paper pad aisle to see what things they had. I can show that because I got the pages, the addresses covered up. But there's the French curves. I got those yesterday at the thrift store. I got this for 99 cents. Giant washi tape. It's silver, but I've got some gold like that, but this is silver. I thought that might be fun to use for 99 cents. It's probably, some of it's probably been used. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot left there, but enough. So Doesn't, it's probably been opened. No, I don't know how much is left on the roll here. Doesn't look like it's even been opened. I don't think it's even been opened. Well, it might have. It might have. No, that's the, if they taped it up real nice, if they used it. Oh, it's striped. I see, it's striped. Oh, okay. Well, then they might have used out of this, but there's quite a bit left. I'll get 99 cents worth of good out of that. So I got that. That was a bargain, I think. And the French curves. And then the only other thing I got was this ABC vinyl letters. I paid $3 for these. It looks like they've been cut up. So I probably got a little cheated here. Probably different letters that I can use on Pick 10s. They're vinyl. Yeah. Do you have to heat transfer these? I'll have to read how that works. There's another another sheet of them in here. I'm not sure this was worth $3. I should have opened it and looked. But that's what you get when you buy stuff at the thrift store. I'll use it. I'll use it. Here's a number 1. I'll have to read how to apply it. So I would not call this one a bargain. I would call this a next time check, Mary lesson. But I like the box. The box is worth $0.25 at least. And I guess what letters are in there are worth something. There's still another sheet of them in there. I can't get it out, and I'm not going to fool with it. There's another half sheet in there. I like the box. The box will be nice to keep pencils or something in. But I didn't buy it for the box. I bought it for the letters. Oops, there's one out. I'll keep it to experiment with. All right, there's the number 1. Then the only other thing that I got was, where did I do with it? What did I do with it? It's here somewhere. Ow. I got to look for it. Oh, it's under my feet. I have to move my art journal. Rhonda, I'll read your message here in a minute if you posted. I want to finish this. I got this wonderful We America's book. And to tell you the truth, I have this. This is my second one. But I'm going to cut up one. One's to keep and one's to cut. Wonderful, wonderful pictures in here. What for inspiration? It does not go necessarily in date order, I don't think. It goes more like in subject order. It does have some of the early America stuff in here, but it's kind of starts out with, well, let's see. Well, picturing our past. Isn't that a wonderful picture? Isn't that wonderful? I'd love to just do another sketch of that. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, wow. I love that picture. Look at these. See, I haven't paged through this page by page, but this is how it starts out. And then this looks more contemporary here. It says other old timers have told all about stampedes and swimming rivers and what a terrible time we have, but they never put it in any of the fun, and the fun was at least half of it. E.C. Abbott, we pointed them north. But these guys look more contemporary. They have to be contemporary. in order to be photographed. Look at that. Isn't that look at these wonderful pictures. I just get so inspired by this. And this, of course, was taken during the Depression era. That's a really famous photograph. I've seen this a lot out on the public domain pictures. And of course, there's our World War II kiss and Elvis. So it jumps around as far as subject matter. It doesn't just go from the 1600s to, here's Charlie Chaplin. He's a 1920s person. Looks like he's caught up in steampunk there. The automobile arrives. I'm just going to have so much fun. I got one to use for glue booking and Happy Mail and that, and one to keep. George, I think of George Washington's false teeth when I look at that. I don't know if that can't be his. William Byrd contrived to get this troublesome companion by cutting a caper, an impertinent tooth. Just wonderful pictures in here. I could spend a week just reading and looking at this. So that's the end of my thrift haul. I would buy this book again if it were out on the shelf. I would buy it again just to have it. It's worth. I paid $4 for it, but it's worth every penny of it. All right, let's go see if Rhonda's posted here her ideas for me. Hi, Janet. Good morning, Janet. Hi, Vanessa. Good morning. Good morning. Alina. Good morning, Alina. You have that book, Pamela? Isn't that a wonderful book? I've got 2 of them now. I'm going to cut up one or use it in my art. I'm going to use one in my art, and the other one's going to stay in my library. Linda McAllister is here. Hi, Linda. Pamela says, I use French curves for sewing and for art purposes. I want to find a tiny set to add in designing. For example, Paisley designs for continuity. I would just draw them, Pamela. You ladies, some of you're so perfectionistic. You do that real detailed art. It is so beautiful when it's done. But I have no patience for it. I just slap a Paisley down there. Oh. Technically, a French curve is a drafting tool used to connect points in a smooth curve. Okay. Rhonda. Oh, here's Rhonda's suggestions. Let's go up to the first one here. 1. Okay, oh, thank you, Linda. Linda said, happy birthday, Mary. I wish you many good and crafty years. My birthday was last Sunday. I'm still getting things. Suzanne sent me double-sided tape. Perfect gift. Perfect gift. Just wonderful. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Okay, let's see what it says here. She says 1. It's here. Hi, Violet. Good morning, Violet. I missed 1. Where's 1? I had it here. Get 3 pieces of cheap cardboard. Cut your centers out exactly in the middle. Okay. So cut exactly in the middle with three pieces. 2, take a piece of paper, tape it down, trace your first template on the paper. Take your second template and offset it from the first one, then trace it, and do the same thing with the third, offsetting it. Oh, that's an excellent idea. That's excellent idea, Rhonda. So you're taking 3 pieces. Let me get my, and it blew. Of course it blew. You're taking 3 pieces that are cut in the center like this. and you're drawing on your paper. Get a piece of paper. You're drawing on your paper once, like this, and then you're taking a second piece and offsetting it like that. Is that right? Oh, I don't want to use that. Those are my calendar kitties. I've got to do a calendar kitty page here. I don't want to cut that one up. I'll have to read through that carefully. I think I understand, but I'd have to work it out. I'm not going to take the time to do it now. But I understand. Take a piece of paper, tape it down. Trace your first template on the page. Take your second template and offset it from the first. Oh, so like I have, like this is my, let's just say that's a straight piece of paper. And so I take my second one and offset it from the first like that. Offset it. I'd have to figure out how to do that. Do a video, Pamela. Rhonda. Do you do videos? Let's go to Rhonda's. Do you have a channel, Rhonda? Let's see. Let's go to Rhonda and see if she's got a channel here. Oh, she's got subscriptions. I'd love to see a diagram. I'm not sure I completely get it. I'd have to play with it. I'd have to read through it a couple of times to get it in my head. Take a piece of paper and tape it down. I got that. Trace your first template on the paper. Take your second template and offset it from the first one. Then trace it and do the same thing with your third, offsetting it. But where you, let's see. Are you using the same 3 templates on the same piece of paper? No. I'd have to see it demoed. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm getting it. Let's see what Rhonda's saying to me. Oh, it didn't post for your steps 3 and 4. Oh, Pamela, did you type it all out so all you have to do is cut and paste? Oh, you don't do it. You don't do. Well, you have great ideas. You have great ideas. You should be able to do a video in no time at all. Vanessa's offering you how to do a channel. Is that what you mean, Vanessa? Linda says she's confused. Oh, Linda, we were working on an envelope journal by Rosemary Morris. Let me get them out here. My papers blew away. But I stuffed all these envelopes this morning with pieces of cardboard. This is following, I think I still have the link to Rosemary's channel here. Hold it. Let me go down. Let me put in a link to, this is Rosemary's channel. And I think it's her most recent video, but she's doing a envelope journal, and I'm calling it a letter bundle stack. She doesn't title it that way. She just says it's a chat, but it's kind of like an altered book concept where you cut in the niche, but she's doing it with envelopes, and then she's offsetting them. And she says this isn't her idea. She's seen it on the internet. She's just making one for us, and we're following along. And I'm going to use this tin, one of these Tim Holtz tins, as the niche. But we're cutting, what we're discussing is how to cut how to cut the pieces, and I had demoed how I was going to do it, but my papers blew away. This is one and this is one, but I'd have to figure out how I did this. This is the straight one. No, this is the third one, so it goes like how did it go? I had it this way. It might be upside down this way. Yeah. So we're discussing how to get this so that the envelopes are offset. Something, and this is just an example. See, it's like this is one envelope and this is another envelope, and how we have it offset. And we're discussing how to cut the niche so that the envelopes are offset, but the niche will, the tin or whatever you're going to put in there the niche will be all even. And that's what we're discussing. And that's what Rhonda was typing in, how to do that. My third piece blew way off across the floor. Yeah, this really isn't a vintage one. This is a Tim Holtz one. You can buy these wherever Tim Holtz's stuff is sold. I really like it though. And we were discussing what to put in it. And I was thinking colored pencils or lead pencils, sharpened down, cut in half and sharpened down. But I think Anne said Crayolas would be fun. I thought that was a good idea. And paper clips with the flags on them, the little decorative paper clips would be fun. You could even put a piece here in the center, line it with that tissue maybe. We're going to decorate the envelopes. We only have to decorate, and I'm using some paper I got on sale a couple months ago at Joann's. And this is what I'm going to use for the covers here. And I'm just going to cover the front. I want to make sure that my postage shows though. And I have some Tim Holtz tissue paper that has, what did I do with that? Is this it? Yeah, some Tim Holtz. I got this yesterday. It's got pen nibs and writing and typewriter keys. That it's kind of like a ledger thing. And I even have that. I could on the back. I'm not going to decorate the backs. I'm only going to decorate the fronts. And in order for all that decorative to show, I'm going to have to kind of tilt my envelope stack a lot. But that's going to be okay. On the back, I could use that ledger stamp that I got with the gift certificate that Lynn sent me. You guys are so good to me. This is just all comes together. It all comes together. Let's see. So that's really about all I have this morning. I did, for those of you who came in late, I did Aunt Beck's borders last night. I did a video, but let's show them here. They're in here. And I need to work on my borders. Here's the lady I painted. I did this with looking off of a picture that Mitzi sent me. And then I watercolored it with the watercolors that Petals and Dreams sent me. So I'm using my Happy Mail in my journal. I was going to show you the borders that I did with Aunt Beck last night. I think they're here where this blue paper is. Here they are. They did these last night. I'm going to go in and outline them a little bit more so they show up. But we did fire hydrants. This was following along with Aunt Beck. We did fire hydrants and acorns and apples and ABC 1, 2, 3s and paint buckets and bubble lettering and pencils and inchworms. Oh dear. What fun we have. What fun we have. Let's put that there. Let's go to my lady again. Was she behind me or in front of me? Where's my lady? She was a watercolor page. Yeah. We'll come over here. Yeah. I really have fun doing this. I love to look at those old pictures, and that book with that mother and child, that full page photograph, just stole my heart. Just stole my heart. We're going to give her a bobby pin here to hold her down. I want to decorate some of these bobby pins again too. That would be really good for the 1920s. I did take some. Are they in here? Oh, they're in here, but they all fell out. I'll pick them out here, show you a couple of them. I think it was Violet who sent me some. She said they were junk buttons. And I'm going, no, they're good buttons. They fell out of the bag here. But I've been putting these buttons. In fact, I could use one of these on here. Let's use one. Which one do I want to use? I think that one's the pretty one. These two are the pretty ones. Let's put a pretty button one. And I could paint this bobby pin red if I wanted. I'm going to clip it to the pages underneath for right now, but after I take my picture, I'll just put it on like this. But let's just clip it right now so it'll hold down like that. And it's up at the top, so it won't interfere with the journal closing. So thank you for the junk buttons, Violet. Put a feather or two on her bobby pin. Yes, I made that bobby pin and I can't find it. I have a bobby pin that I glued a feather, one of those feathers that I think Petals sent me some feathers. And I glued one of them on a bobby pin, and now I can't find it. So I've got another feather. Somebody sent me a whole pile of red feathers I'll put on here. I'm not going to dig it out right now because it's in my Happy Mail stuff. That's a good idea. Who said that? Azure said that? Who said that? Oh, that was Artsy Nancy. Thank you, Artsy Nancy. There's Petals. Journey. Hi, Journey. Good morning, Journey. Thanks for popping in. I'm getting ready to sign off. I'm just kind of looking at chat before I go here. I don't know if Rhonda put in 3 and 4. If she didn't, maybe she'll send it to me. I want to order some at AliExpress and alter them. Bobby pins, be sure you get the long ones. The short ones work if you're not concerned. I like the long ones because it has a bigger reach. And actually, I started doing this in 2017, I think, when I was following along with Gina. It was my creative year was 2017. And we did little mini, not journals, but little mini envelopes, and they were flapping open on my page. So I used bobby pins, long reach bobby pins to close them up. And that's where I got into decorating my bobby pins. And now I prefer them. You have to, the thing about them, though, most of these bobby pins, no matter whether they're long or short, now these I've already bent down. No, these I haven't bent down yet. Let me take one out and show you. Let me get my pliers out. What I've been doing to these is I've been taking my pliers, and most bobby pins will have this little, on one side of it, it will have a little, that's so you can get it in your hair good, I guess, like that. You know, you can slip it in. But that will also, if you're in this journal, I don't care so much about, but some journals, it will bulk up your journals. So I just take my plier and I just get in there with my plier, and then I just bend it down. I just bend it down and flatten it out. You know, you can just kind of work with it until it gets flatter. That's not completely flat yet. Now, those dollar store bobby pins, I like to get the ones at Walgreens or at Walmart. They're stronger. The ones you get at the dollar store are a little bit thinner, more pliable metal, and I find that they'll twist on you. They'll twist like like when you break a clothespin. They'll twist, and I don't like them as well. These have a strong hold to them. But yeah, I try to bend down that little shank there that flattens up. That's not completely flat yet, but it's flatter than it was. You can get it, if you work with it, you can get it pretty flat. Now, I'll just put this one here now that I have it. So, I got a lot done this morning. I did. Let's see, what else are we saying here? Rhonda, if I start a note on my community post, can you comment underneath of it? Can you just kind of, do you know where the community tabs are on the channels? Like if you go to my channel here, and I can only show you on the phone, but here's my channel. There's a playlist, and then I have a community tab. And I'm just going to put hold for more comments. For more comment. Like that. And then I'll post it. And then you can come in and you can do a comment. And then I'll just do a test comment here. Test. And you can add a comment. You could put the directions underneath of that, what I just posted on the community tab. And then I'll come in and I'll clean up my post and say directions of how to, cut the center of your letter bundle or something like that. That way it'd be out on the community tab. And if somebody wants to see it, they can. I'll document that more. We'll just kind of use that as a test if you can find it. Because you could just do a cut and paste there, and you can make those posts any length. I have a post that's really long. Yeah. I got to get to my live chat here. Linda, me too, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Pamela. Pamela says, I've got to get my pressure canner going and clean out the freezer for peaches. I'll bet those are going to be some good peaches. Well, thank you for okay, email me, Rhonda, and I'll post it on my community tab. If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and post it on the community tab. Maybe I'll post it after I get my letter journal done, and then I'll do a link to my letter journal. So thank you all for coming in, spending my Thursday morning with me. I think Beth Schuler will stream tonight at, is it 7 Eastern? I think it's 7 Eastern when Beth streams tonight. I'll probably stream tomorrow morning, and I stream tomorrow evening at 7:30 Central Time. And I might do another marathon. I don't know. That will just depend on how I feel at the time. If I feel like staying up all night and doing art, I will. If I'm tired, I'll go to bed. So thank you all for coming and sharing my Thursday morning with me. And if you have some time today, have a great day. If you have some time, do some art. Bye, everybody.